gotta talk about this real quick. Smart cities. Y'all heard about smart cities? Y'all hear what they got coming down the pike? We're moving into the future because technology, information is up, right? And technology is such an advanced state. But we know that technology has been around for a long time, and every new piece of technology that come out, it's actually been in their system for a long time, 10, 15, 20 years before they give us a whiff of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how far ahead they're at with their technology, and make us wonder why they slow feeding us these things. You know? So now I'm hearing about smart cities, and they want to build up smart cities because remember, people that's in control have all the cash, all the money. They're rich, wealthy. What's that? Generational wealth in your face. So they're doing whatever they want to stay in control and creating things for them so they can stay up, and we struggle and we try to keep up. That's all we can do because that's all we've been doing, you know? So now, smart cities, look at this video I found.
Get ready for Tolosa, a $400 billion proposed smart city in the United States. Announced in September 2021 by former Walmart executive and billionaire Mark Lord. He outlined his vision for a 5 million person new city in America. Tolosa will be 150,000 acres with a massive skyscraper at its center. A city where commutes are just 15 minutes. Buildings are covered in lush greenery and gas-powered vehicles are banned. Tolosa will be 100% efficient and sustainable. Sound familiar to the line? By 2030, the first phase of construction will cover 1,500 acres and house 50,000 residents at an estimated cost of $25 billion. The total project will likely exceed $400 billion, and the city will reach its target population of 5 million within 40 years. Do you think it will be a success?
So is the people gonna be working? if AI is doing everything, you know, it makes you wonder how they're gonna get to that. How they're gonna make these things and have space to develop. Because if y'all notice throughout the cities, throughout these years, I've noticed anyway in my city, they're building up new apartment buildings everywhere, you know. And if it's big enough, they're making like a whole complex with a gated community. You know what I'm saying? So if they've been doing this for over the years, are they already doing the building and the setting the stage for the smart cities?
Just how smart is your city? Chances are it's getting smarter by the year. Many governments around the globe are racing to infuse technology into just about every aspect of its city's operations. And I mean every part, including public transportation, IT connectivity, water and power supply, sanitation and solid waste management, efficient urban mobility, e-governance, and citizen participation. And it does this using every buzzword imaginable, from big data to the Internet of Things. So how does a smart city work? Let's look at 3 examples. Here in Singapore, the city-state might be the gold standard of the most extensive effort to collect data on daily living. The government is now deploying systems that can tell when people are smoking in prohibited zones or littering from high-rise housing. Singapore launched its own Smart Nation program in 2014 and will add more cameras like these so the government can effectively monitor crowd density, cleanliness of public spaces, and even the exact movement of every locally registered vehicle. Much of the data it's collecting will be fed into an online platform called Virtual Singapore that gives the government access to how the city is functioning in real time. It could help the government predict how crowds might react to an explosion in a shopping mall or how infectious disease might spread.
You know, they say they want to move everybody into the city or close to the city because that's where all the jobs are going to be now. And for survival, you have to work And if everybody's concentrated in one location, the future is here. You know, I touched this topic a little bit before, but I want to get in depth on this topic because smart cities, where everything is on the grid, everything is under control. Hey, everything's already being controlled, but now it's more intrusive, more personal into each individual life. That's what they're setting up for. We done seen the movies. We done seen the futuristic movies back in the 90s, back in the late 80s, even someone in the 70s, where they're trying to start projecting what they're doing because they say they have to tell us what they're doing. Now, all the low budget movies you see on all these Netflixes and all these platforms that present movies, and all the different science movies that's going on, explaining and doing and predicting. I say predicting because they're making sci-fi movies, because sci-fi is for the future. What's to come? So if it's the efforts to come, do they already have these things that they're talking about? You know? One big movie I'm going to always bring up and talk about is Transcendent. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can transfer your energy, your spirit, and your soul into that computer, into the electronics, because since your essence is electronic anyway, it's electric, and you can transfer you in there, then boom, you're part of the smart city.
Superintelligence requires us to unlock the most fundamental secrets of the universe. Imagine a machine with a full range of human emotion. Its analytical power will be greater than the collective intelligence of every person in the history of the world. Some scientists refer to this as the singularity. Professor? I call it transcendence.
It's radiation poisoning. The bullet must have been laced with it. The effect is irreversible.
Will's body is dying, but his mind is a pattern of electrical signals. We can upload his consciousness. We can save him.
Not like this. Assuming that this works, if we miss anything, a thought, a childhood memory, how will you know who you're dealing with?
You know what I'm saying? You're going to be literally part of it. They're making holograms, right? So you're going to live in a computer and your hologram projection going to be out here, son? Right? Because if your soul and spirit is already, if you, like Transcendent, if you were transferred into the system, the computer, the electronics, then your body's no more. So what, right? They're working on these programs for holograms. You see Pop Smoke, you seen Tupac, you seen the holograms they have out here. So are you gonna be part of it? Are you interested? I'm just talking, you know, it's the vibration I get. And you know, when I get my vibes, I just go off and talk. What y'all think, y'all? But they're making smart cities, and it's crazy because all these different disasters that's been going on over the years, all around the world, a lot of different disasters, and you know how disasters happen, weather anomalies. You know what I'm saying? But conspiracy theorists say the weather can be controlled. Already, you know, I talk about these things, but the weather can be controlled, and control means they can pinpoint wherever they want to hit. They call that what? Direct energy. DEW. Direct energy weapons has to be, because if something can pinpoint somewhere and have some destruction, some kind of destruction going on, serious technology, you know. But that's where we are in these times. And me, I'm just holding a vibe. Crazy where we're living, yo. But I say it's a matrix, and it's to stay in control. The matrix is to stay in control and keep in control of this dimension, this reality. Why? Well, that's how it's designed. And we just get caught up in this matrix because we came down here to exist and to be. Who really knows the truth behind that? But that's where we're going and we're exploring as we have these builds and these conversations, you know what I'm saying? Who knows where we're going with it? But it's a vibration. Feel how I feel, y'all. In this reality. I'm CLP. Conscious Life Philosophy. Appreciate the views, y'all. Like, subscribe, share. Hey, drop a comment if you're vibing. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscription button. It helps. You know what I'm saying? Gotta grow this channel. We've been growing slowly, but it's alright. I appreciate all my subs, you know what I mean? And hey, you also can tap into the other channels because, you know, I do other things. So tap in to see at CLP Got Beats. Tap in and hold the vibe. I got music over there. I make beats, so you can tap in at CLP Got Beats. And now the first channel, that's my test channel for this YouTube thing, you know, at LGE TV. Tap in, capital LGE TV, small TV. And look up, tap in, hold the vibe, you know what I mean? And I will catch y'all on the next vibration. CLP. We out. It's all love.